Hey everyone, and welcome to the FPL Gameweek 23 press conference stream with me, Holly Shand. We've got 9 Premier League press conferences coming up in the next hour. Plenty of time to cover your questions as well. It's been quite a spread out day in terms of the pressers. We had Brighton, Ipswich, Forest and Southampton all yesterday. This morning we've already heard from quite a few key teams: Liverpool, Arsenal, Newcastle, Chelsea, Spurs, Leicester and Man City. Coming up round about now, we've got the Bournemouth press conference, and then at 1:30, a flurry: Brentford, Palace, Everton, Fulham, Man United, West Ham, Wolves. I've seen the Aston Villa press conference advertised at 1:30 and 2 o'clock, so we'll see when we get it. But yes, we have heard from Arteta this morning that Saliba should return to training next week. I think the reason it's that game that's being targeted and not this one is difficulty of fixture. Wolves away, not too big a deal. Man City at home in 24, a very big game. So, yeah, that's going to be interesting to see how that pans out. But having got double Arsenal defence in my squad, it's not ideal that Saliba's missing another game. We've also got news that from Maresca that Palmer is feeling better after playing with pain. He didn't look quite right in the win against Wolves last time out. City away, a big fixture. And we know now from Postecoglou that Solanke is out for the next 6 weeks as well. So that's the headline team news, but I will go through all the other bits and bobs as well. I got accused of being in the cartel for selling Solanke ahead of that injury news dropping. I wasn't in the know. I wish I was. But yeah, just something to bear in mind. So if you are here then, make sure you've liked the stream. We're going for 100 likes to start with. Subscribe to the channel as well today if you're enjoying it, and come and say hello in the live chat as well. I'm going to head over there now. So the tweet deck is open. Let's just have a look to see if there is any sign of the Bournemouth presser before I go into other things. I think we're okay. There's a lot of chat about the weather because it is very windy in the UK today. There's a storm. There's a small chance that that can cause some changes to the scheduling. You never know. So try and hold off with your transfers if you can, just to accommodate that. Let's see what's going on in the chat then. There's quite a few here early. Light Race was saying getting set up, Holly. I was a bit later with my traditional getting set up. I was cutting a bit fine today, I'll be honest, but because there was only one presser at 1 o'clock, I wasn't too worried. Andrew Barton on about the weather, saying it's windy. Let's hope there's no postponements. Ashley Kazan says, hope everyone's safe in the UK. Bonkers LFC says, will you get Omar Mamouche? I'm intrigued to see what role he plays and whether he's going to be regularly starting games. I think it's definitely something City need. It looks foolish that they let Alvarez go in the summer. Bonkers LSC concerned that Curtis Jones is out for Liverpool. Yeah, that is a big one. I must have a new name, says happy game week 23. Al Chester is in. Good to see you, Al. Mark is in from sunny Saudi. Henry's birthday. Happy birthday, Henry. Thank you for choosing to spend an hour of your day with me. London Andy is in, says good afternoon. Hey Stephen, Mike is in. He says, windy where you are. It's not too bad. Not too bad, I wouldn't say. Tottenham for life, good to see you. Elsam, Ellie, Marco, Halal, China, Omar. Insane Gamer says, I'm going ease at captain as I feel Southampton are bad defensively. The captain poll is live. There are 2 options, Salah and other. Gazman is in, rolling and waiting a week before deciding on Gakpo. Yeah, just got to get Gakpo this week. Ipswich at home, get the triple up. Scott is in from Lexington, Kentucky. Good to see you. John is in and modding. Thank you, John. Oh, you're watching from bed unwell? Oh, sorry to hear that, mate. I hope you're feeling better soon. Ashley looking at getting a 3rd Liverpool player. I mean, there is always the assistant manager. FPL Amateur is in. John is rolling. FPL North says, good luck for Game Week 23, everyone. Neil Richards is in. Hello, good to see you. Back in a Gakpo haul this week. Lots of hellos then. Let's first of all have a look at all the injury news that we've had so far, because there is a lot of it. There we go. So Pep's presser was half an hour ago, and he confirmed that Diaz and Doku are out of the Chelsea game. Some really tough fixtures coming up for City, by the way. The Chelsea, Arsenal, I think they've got Liverpool, Newcastle. Arne Slot said that Curtis Jones will not feature this weekend, but the injury picked up against Lille does not appear to be serious. I'm not expecting months. Let's see if he can play against Bournemouth or PSV. So that's the midweek, isn't it? Tsimikas is apparently a viable alternative to Robertson. I think if you do want to double up on Liverpool defenders, it's got to be Alisson or Van Dijk along with Trent. Because we've also got news on Konate as well. This was the update from Arteta. Lewis Skelly missed midweek with a knee issue. It is nothing serious, and his availability will be discussed ahead of tomorrow. Saliba should return to training next week. Calafiori and Ranieri were included in the Champions League squad on Wednesday. The Athletic are tipping Harvey Elliott to come in for Curtis Jones. And then this is a thing on Konate about he's had pain in his knee. He's coming to a moment where he can play 3 times a week, but I don't think those minutes can be absolutely guaranteed for him. This is what we heard from Chelsea. Colwill and Fernandes will probably be available on Saturday. They both missed a game against Wolves last week. Lavia sidelined. Maresca says it could be a few weeks before he's back. And then this was a comment on Cole Palmer. He's feeling better after playing through the pain barrier on Monday night due to an ankle injury. He had that heavy tackle in the previous game. Obviously City away, not the easiest fixture. His former employers. He has got 1 Chelsea goal against them. You never know. Spurs still a mess in terms of injuries. Romero was back in training, but it's too soon this Sunday. Mickey van der Ven is on his way back as well. There's a chance Nick Pope could make the squad for Newcastle away at Southampton. He's training with the group again. Delighted to have him back in the mix, said Eddie Howe. More injury news from Spurs. Jed Spence is a doubt for the game against Leicester. There's also question marks over Sarr and Bissouma. So the injury list is just mounting for Spurs. Such a shame because they've been such a good team, certainly from an attacking perspective, to be invested in from the start of the season. And yeah, everything's gone a bit wrong now. No fresh injury concerns for Leicester. A lot of these press conferences today are dominated by transfer window talk, which you can kind of understand. I don't actually know what date or when the transfer window shuts. 11 p.m. on Thursday, UK time. Cool. That's good to know. There's 250 of you in. If you are in and you're enjoying the stream, like and subscribe. And then this was the update on Solanke, of course, from Spurs as well. 6-week mark, no surgery, but we're looking at around 6 weeks. It might be quicker, but we will see. Declan Rice has got another niggle, apparently, managing his load. Hersler said that Ferguson is still not fit. Decision has to be made. Lewis Dunk not 100% with a muscle issue, with a late fitness test. Dibbling back sooner than expected for Southampton. Ramsdale with a late fitness test. Not great news ahead of Newcastle. And Ciso is available for Ipswich against Liverpool. And Filogeni to make his full debut. I need to learn how to pronounce all these players' names. Calvin Phillips is back. Tuanzebe is in the matchday squad. And then Forest yesterday, Hudson-Odoi late fitness test, felt his groin. Sonagre, the only other known injury worry. Another one for Southampton. Sulemana out of the game on Saturday. So that's a roundup of all the injury info so far. But we do have another 9 press conferences coming your way. Apparently the Bournemouth press conference is now. So I need to fill a Jane. Thank you. Can't see. Anything from the Bournemouth press conference yet. Which is meant to be at 1 o'clock. And keep searching. Sometimes we get... do we get the live blog? Brentford have completed the Coyote capture. Yeah, no updates from Bournemouth yet, basically. Is the news. The news is there's no news. This is my team. Oh, the Bournemouth thing's just come through. No new injury worries for the Cherries. Who could have up to 10 players missing this weekend. The only player that has started with the group is Tavernier. I don't know what we're going to do with him. So that's the Bournemouth update. I'll leave that tweet deck open, but I will put my team up. The FPL site's had a little bit of a freshen up this week. I think they've been changing things so that... Oh... bash the desk. I think assistant manager is going to come into this bottom deck, which is why the subs bench looks a bit different. But yeah, I'm planning to roll this week. I think I've got 2 frees. Feels good to roll. I think I'm leaning towards... I'll have 3 frees next week, 0.8 in the bank, and I'm now looking at, do I play the assistant manager chip on Everton and David Moyes, or do I just not play a chip for the double in 24 and wait till later in the season? I don't think I'll own any Everton players. So yeah, that's where I'm at with that basically. I'll put the tweet deck back open. Yeah, just to remind you, so we've heard from Bournemouth and we've got 8 presses coming up at 1:30. Brentford, Palace, Everton, Fulham, Man United, West Ham, Wolves and Aston Villa. No triple captainship for me. I played it on Salah. I think was it for Leicester at home over Christmas? He got me 9 points. Oh, we've had a gifted membership from VJ. Thank you, VJ. Jack was the lucky winner. Thank you, mate. Let's see what's going on in the chat then while we're waiting for these 1:30s. Steve Ackroyd, any thoughts on assistant manager for next week? Yeah, I can't get to slot because I'm tripled up and I haven't got the funds. But I think I would do it. Apparently Delict and Yoro are doubts for Fulham. Let's see. I thought Amarim was... I swear Amarim was 1:30. Yeah, let's just wait. FPL Amateur says, not seen your strategy yet. I'm planning assistant manager 31 to 33. I think 36 to 38 could be quite powerful. Let's see though. I'm going to give it another week and then I'll see. I've not made any firm plans. Joe says, how about Sobersley? Not a bad shout, to be fair. He's been doing well in recent games. The numbers are there. FPL Amateur says, just bought Porro in. Wow, that's bold. Al says, think I'll roll this week, leaving me with 4 frees for the double game week. It's a nice place to be in. This does feel like the time of year where you really want to be stocking up your transfers. Oh, John's appreciating the chip. The look of the chips on dark mode. I think I've not got an assistant manager one, have I? Gonna have to get my editor Mark to make that. I'm gonna write it down so I don't forget. Yeah, if you're a member, knock yourself out. As a channel member, you get hang on. You get the badges next to your name in the chat. I always answer the member questions. You get the emojis, and premium members get the WhatsApp group as well. I think it's $1.99 a month as well, so hopefully I'm providing you some good value as well. I'm gonna just start calling him Billie Jean, aren't I? There's lots of weather experts in the chat, keeping me entertained. All West Coast games might be effective depending on where the storm goes. Yeah, I'm East Coast, so I don't think it's meant to be that bad here. But I am. Yeah, there's no deadline stream tomorrow because I'm on Sky. We've made it to 80 likes apparently. We've got a super chat in from Warren. Thank you, Warren. Hope you're okay. Should I go Livramento to Munoz? I think Livramento is nailed, and I think Southampton away is a good fixture. There may be a tipping point on fixtures soon, but at the moment, I think we're okay. John says, I'm thinking about benching Palmer this week, which feels bad, but it's him, Murphy, or Mbermo that need to be benched. I think, am I benching Murphy? I can't remember what I'm doing now. Yeah, I'd bench Murphy. The other two are on pens. Yeah, we've not heard anything on Murphy, actually. John's complaining that he's now got Billie Jean stuck in his head. Yeah, Bournemouth are doing great. I keep losing my place in the chat, which is really annoying. Yeah, early transfers as a risk this week. FPL fellas in, good to see you, mate. The Moyes assistant manager would be so tempting if Palace and United were 5 places above Everton. Yeah, the thing is, you're not even going to know, are you? You can move it. But yeah, it's going to fluctuate from game to game. Buddha's considering Truffle Everton. Apparently my team looks superb. I hope so. Is triple captain a consideration this week? Absolutely. But this close to the double game week, I'd probably just wait till next week. John's thinking of Moyes, assistant manager. FPL North's looking at 31 to 33. Yeah, I may not play a chip at all, to be fair. John's gone wild with the members emojis. He's gone for the full complement. Change the spelling of memberships. Why did I spell it wrong? Oh, yeah, see now. To be fair, it's my editor that made that graphic, not me, so... Alistair said it's great value. Thank you, Alistair. Nelson's in. Good to see you. VJ says he's going to give 5 memberships if we can get to 300 likes on the stream. We're a third of the way there. Bit more than a third of the way through. Nelson asks, I have 1 free transfer. Is Havertz to Gakpo worth it, or should I save? I'd be tempted to stick with Havertz. I think the only concern is he's not been great on the road this season. But you're getting starts out of him, you're getting goals out of him. There's not that many options at Arsenal, but he's not looked like he's struggled since Saka's been out. But Gakpo just feels like a no-brainer at the moment. Yeah, saw that, John. Thank you. Yeah, Saliba news. He's hopefully going to be back in training, ready for the big game next week. That is the plan. Yeah, WhatsApp group is where it's at, guys. Right. We're 5 minutes off the 1:30 pressers. I'm going to have an ambitious look through to see if anyone started early. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, news on Lewis Dunk was that he's a late fitness test, Neil. Is this for your main team? I like the way you went in with, yeah, it's a bit niche. Alistair says, don't really get the Parma bench. Surely we see the same City we have seen for months. I thought City were back until the Champions League. I really did. There was hope. It's a bit disappointing to see them playing so poorly after the last few seasons. Akbar with a benching dilemma. If you had to play 2 of the following, Hall, Rodgers, Munoz. Probably Hall, Rodgers. Andy, I'm thinking of dropping Aina for a -4 for Gabriel. No, I wouldn't do that. Eddie says, who should I get in for Saliba? Probably, you know, your Halls, your Forest defender. Salah or Trent triple captain for the double? Yeah, Salah. Salah's the one. If you've still got that chip, it feels like that's what you should do. Andy doesn't own Gakpo and has the fear factor. His ownership's only just gone above 10% though, which is surprising. Kenneth is looking to get a third Liverpool asset. Gonna sell Jota, but Jota to Mbermo and Jackson to Gakpo, or Jota to Cliver and Rand to Trent. First one. Mbermo, Gakpo. We don't know about anything about the weather. The deadline isn't until 1:30 tomorrow though. So I think we should get information. So I wouldn't worry too much. John says I don't want to bench Newcastle attacker be the worst defence in the league. That's true. I think it's easier for me because I'm truffled up. I'm with your Irish. It's not been what we wanted under Amorim so far. Looks like Amorim is in. So I'm going to swap my focus to the tweet deck now. The headline that the United stand are running with is no Rashford or Casemiro return. From Brentford, will we see that Kayode is ready? We're the big news is that Amorim, when asked if Rashford will be a United player by the end of the window, I don't know. It's 8 days. Yeah, so we are exactly 24 hours to go till the deadline tomorrow. If you're free at 10:30 and you're in the UK, you can watch me on Sky Sports live. But yeah, it's quite a bit before the deadline. Apparently there's 400 of you in, almost. Like Ray says, give the stream a like. Subscribe as well. Yeah, we have to be a bit patient with these press conferences today because there's going to be lots of chat on the window. That's what all the journalists are asking about. I'm just making a note that assistant manager emoji for members. Just writing that down so I can ask my editor to update. It's frustrating though. Like I don't know how to feel about the whole Rashford thing. Like it's not been great. Like he's not really provided anything for the last 18 months, but it'll still be a shame to see him go. Just to remind you guys then, we're waiting for updates from Brentford, Palace, Everton, Fulham, Manchester United, West Ham, Wolves and Aston Villa. All of these press conferences scheduled to start at 1:30, but no update so far. So we wait. Ala Razor says, what's your thoughts on Mamouche, who's killing it in the Bundesliga in the last 2 to 3 seasons? Yeah, I'm interested to see how he gets on. I'm always a bit sceptical about players that are new to the Premier League until I actually see them performing. Gasman says, think we've lost Rashford. He doesn't seem to get very good advice. FPL Tom says, do you reckon Vista is a doubt considering the trial situation? Well, let's see. The presser is now, so we'll see what's said. Arsenal presser has started. United presser has started. Team news, Lenny Yoro has a pain, also De Ligt, a bruise. We'll see, I don't know. So Yoro and De Ligt both doubts for United. Is Gakpo a must? No, he's not absolutely essential. I thought he said 30th of Jan. Maybe I was wrong. I didn't check my sources. It was just a straight Google. From Wolves, Totti will play but not for 90. Lamina, same situation, won't be involved until the end of the transfer window. Shaw isn't back yet for United. Surprise, surprise. Graham Potter is in for his press conference as well. Rannoch says Diaz over Trent as third Liverpool option after Salah and Gakpo. I think with the Jota injury, you're probably all right with him. Chat about Kuna. We know what we want from him. He's ready to help the team. No news on bids. Nice little picture of Diaz there. Whoever just asked, Rannoch. Ali Razor. And then I get this, and it's so frustrating for a lot of players. Said it's sad. Mamouche would have been a starter in every single game in any other team except Man City and Pep. It is frustrating. Any Everton assets piquing my interest for the double? No, not at the moment. I guess I could get a defensive player, but I just feel like my defence needs serious work and I've neglected using transfers on it for a few weeks, and then to get seduced by the double is a bit much. Who would you bench then? I'm currently benching Jacob Murphy and Konza and starting Robinson. Nothing major coming out of these presses at the moment then. We've had some quotes from United. Graham Potter's in. The Wolves press has started. Villa, Brentford, Palace, Everton, Fulham are all TBC at the minute. There doesn't seem to be any other information coming around at the moment. FPL North said I've been set to do Sanchez to Pickford, but starting to move towards doing Gordon to Mbermo instead. Interesting. I think I'm going to maybe go Raya to Pickford. I'm bored of double Arsenal defence now. Brentford team news from Ben Dinnery. Coyote is loan subject to international clearance, so he's not available for Palace. The Gers trained the whole week and will be with the squad. I don't think. Looks like Marco Silva's in, but I don't think he's been asked about team news yet. Again, too busy looking at other things. I feel like I've chucked water all over myself now. Good one. John says Pickford is a great shout. VJ's been a member for 14 months. Thank you, VJ. It's a long time, isn't it? 14 months. Do you get them monthly? I don't think I've ever done them. John says I've got Pickford and Sells. Unless something dramatic happens, I'm not making a goalkeeper transfer again. Yeah. Would I consider Raya to Alisson? Alisson isn't in my optimal Liverpool triple up. I'd go Gakpo and Van Dijk ahead of him. But I don't really want double Arsenal defence this week, so yeah. I think you can do that. I know I'm on double Arsenal defence, but I'm not loving life. So yeah, we're still waiting for quotes from Palace and Everton. I think we've heard from most of the others. Oh, this is Everton. McNeil could require surgery on his knee injury. So that is Everton now. Like, I feel like Sean Dyche was saying every single week about McNeil, oh, he might be back this week, he might not. And it's just... it's endless. Like, when is the last time McNeil actually played? Oh, we got a few minutes there, but yeah, it's a long time ago. Right, let's keep looking at what else we've got then. I feel like the tweet deck's not doing anything. It's in a bit of a rut. Simo, who to play, Ahmed or Gakpo? Gakpo. I think if I owned Diaz, I'd keep him. Yeah, that McNeil news, I can't even get my words out, means that you'd expect that Lundstrom will get minutes. So quite short last few games. Would I start Sells or Pickford this week? I think I'd start Pickford, you know. Why is Gakpo a striker? I think it's just... I think because last season he was playing the 9. Like, he's reversed out of position, but it's not hindering him. He's absolutely nailed on that left-hand side. Wood to Gakpo and Raya to Pickford. I wouldn't drop Wood for Gakpo for the double. Raya to Pickford's fine. You need to find another route to Gakpo or get Alisson. I've not seen any updates from the Palace press conference yet. I might need to track that one down. Oh, here we go. Just now. Palace will be without Decore and Riyadh. Both have got knee injuries. Franca has been back in first team training. Joe Ward is still out. Wharton is still out. That's the Palace update. I think we've more or less heard from everyone that we was expecting to hear from today. Robinson or Kirkes? I think I'd go Kirkes. Bench one of Murphy, Ahmad or João Pedro. João Pedro. Yeah, sounds like Anthony's gone. No news on Sar. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Maybe I'm not. I couldn't find my microphone to mute it. Oh, on my stream and then I think, it's gone now. Moment's gone. It's annoying though when you need to sneeze and then you can't sneeze. Wolves hoping to bring in 2 more players before the deadline. Yeah, Amarim's frustrated by Bruno, I can imagine. Bench, Palmer, Wood, Rogers. Rogers. The other 2 are on pens. Thoughts on why a Game Week 24 assistant manager's chip is a bad idea? Yeah, it is tempting. I think you just got to look at, do you still want him to have it 25-26, or are you going to use a transfer or 2 to change it round? And then I think the ceiling for points for attackers from Liverpool is so high that I think it can match the upside of the assistant manager, because you're not going to get any bonus boosts, are you? Yeah, no news on Sar, which is good news, I'd say. No news is good news, yeah? Right, I'm going to wrap things up there, guys, because I think most of the significant press conferences were this morning anyway, and I've got quite a few bits and bobs to do before getting on the road down to London through the storm to make Sky tomorrow morning. But thank you, everyone that's joined me this week. I'll be back again next Friday with the press conference stream for the double game week, which will be an exciting one. Hopefully, not too much to get through for that one, but yeah, thank you guys. I hope you have a great game week. Hold on to the transfers until as late as possible, just in case there is some disruption. Hit the like button and subscribe on the way out, and thank you for watching.